Reviewing the opinions of a number of young theologians who claim that there's been a great deal of confusion about what these men are actually saying. God has died.
They say God is dead, but the devil's in the detail. And the money we spend when we're reveling in retail, wearing Prada and making Jezebels of females, in the crack, cocaine, heroin and cheap ales. Is hell a place below the sediment and sea snails? Or on earth in those settlements where peace failed? Satan's and the ministers and senators whose betrayal echoes a tale whose end involves 3 nails. When they say God has died, do they mean he was once alive? And if so, will he return as prophesied? He must have been occupied during the Blaine and Columbine, too busy to help those who need it but don't qualify, or save the fallen angels who feel ostracized. Once righteous, but opting for swapping sides. We question things like what if we were taught about wrong and right was a crock of shite, the curse of modern life. Apparently he got bodied twice after some visitors said that they were popping by. They moved in and claimed squatters' rights and left his place looking like such a sorry sight. His followers decline, they're not on the rise. Sick of the contradictions and the honest lies. Shocking right now, I'm not surprised. People don't need a shepherd, they're munching cottage pies.
Reviewing the opinions of a number of young theologians who claim that God has died. Reviewing the opinions of a number of young theologians who claim that there's been a great deal of confusion about what these men are actually saying.
So what? God has died, guess he never survived. So will the world end with his demise in dead of the night? Or will I know after this life if it was all lies? Just some hope for us flies, vision of the high skies with blind eyes. Will I go to heaven? Are we living in some kind of artificial program? I question it, the answers are in riddles. Just an answer to the microscope, hoping to make ripples. I want to escape from that reaper in a sickle, praying for more science as the information trickles. Blocks of life and these theories are despicable. Once you pick apart the math, do we all come down to pixels? Is God a myth? Is God sick? Is he amongst us? Some loony that we just dismissed. Does he enjoy this? And if he could, would he destroy this? If he didn't want me to sin, why did he give me choices? They say he's just a future projection and we are mere emulations and computer connections, but I don't know what to believe. Leave it, at least it feels like a lemur on life. On this sinking ship, I'm feeling seasick.
God has died. God has died.
Tell me, has God given up the Holy Ghost, or did he just fall from grace and escape with a broken nose? Couple folks spotted him in an overcoat, in the back row at the peep show with a load of coke, plus a comatose prostitute, and a load of pistol in his grip to pistol whip them agnostic fools. As he finished off his 5th jug of rocket fuel, he stood up on the table and whipped out his cock and balls, took a piss while he sung a demonic song in an unfamiliar tongue, and then he slipped in a puddle of vomit. Table wobbled and he toppled off the top of it in front of everyone who were wondering what the fuck to think. And a witness uploaded a whole video entitled God Gone Wild at a Titty Show. Story short, he ain't been seen since. Security kicked him out, 3 sheets to the wind. So if the great architect can fall, I guess there's very little hope for the rest of y'all, yeah. If the great architect can fall, I guess there's very little hope for the rest of us all. God's dead.
Reviewing the opinions of a number of young theologians who claim that God has died. Reviewing the opinions of a number of young theologians who claim that there's been a great deal of confusion about what these men are actually saying. God has died. God has died.